Testing, testing, live. Hi. Do you still remember who I am? Then shame on you. JessLove75. Now known as Superwoman with the famous thong over the tight jeans. It's been a while since I've been on the air. I tell you, like, so much has happened in the course of what? Since September, October, whatever the last broadcast was. It's been a while. Been busy, work under the weather today, but um, of course, an update on my hormones and my transition. I think it's going very fabulous. I feel. The people outside will probably notice my changes, slow changes or extreme changes, whatever the course may be. But in all essence, I'm a complete woman. That's what I am. I mean, whoever wants to doubt that, whoever wants to say it doesn't matter. I mean, because first of all, whatever other people think is not really important. What's important is how you feel about yourself and how you express yourself. Damn, I'm hearing something in my ear. I hate when that happens. Someone's talking negative about me. Screw you if you are. No, I decided I would be a lot more positive with people and decided that I would completely embrace people for their diversity and their diverse opinions. And yes, I know I can't change the world. You don't have to drill that into my head. But educate people that could encourage them to change their ways of thinking. But I'm here basically to reconnect with my audience and to give you an update on what's going on with my life. And I have to say everything is great. It's fabulous. I'm not lying. I'm telling you, I'm having the best time, and I'm expecting a lot more coming up soon. Things are changing. Like I said, my work situation is fabulous. Still, even though I'm temping, but I'm hoping that that will become a full time thing. Um, well, a full time, I mean permanent. People at my job are accepting my transition, finally. There's no more need to think that people are discriminating against me. It's a matter of what you ask and what you want and asking for the respect. Now, if you give it, if you put yourself out there and people still don't respect you, well, there's a problem. And that's something that has to be dealt with. Rather than get myself negative with people, I am just going to take things the way that they come and deal with every situation differently. Some people may be comfortable addressing me as a woman and addressing me as I am. Other people may not feel comfortable, and that's fine too. Just don't make it a hate trip. Don't make it your mission to hate against people. Just like I'm doing my part to be more permanent, more positive with people, you should also do your part in being more positive towards me and towards people like me. You don't know what our struggles are every day. You don't know what we have to deal with and the pain, the suffering we have to deal with our entire lives. You may think it's easy because you've been able to model yourself and deal with it, but don't expect people to be like you. Don't compare yourself to other people. Live your life. But rather than lecturing people, I'm going to say, woohoo! Everything is going fine. My skin has gotten softer. I think I'm starting to get a shape around my butt, around my hip. I felt like my jeans were fitting tight the other day. I was like, no, no, wait a second. This is just a part of woman. But my my waist shrank. Um, Nothing really. I mean, I can't say something drastic about my change. The femininity in me. It's just enhanced, and it's a social media is a great, fabulous way of communicating to an audience what you would not be able to communicate in mass media. I mean, unless you have money or unless you have connections, you can't get your point across the mass media. I mean, even back in the day when you could buy time on television on the airways. Back in the good old days in the '70s when things were a lot easier. You can still take at least 2 hours of programming to ramble and produce promote what you're trying to promote. But I'm going to use that old-fashioned mentality and promote and use social media as a way of promoting my cause of education because we all need to have a purpose. We need to have a purpose in communicating our point and communicating what we want to promote, and which is educating people that they should not hate, discriminate, that they should learn how to appreciate. That the trans community is an up and coming community that's requiring a lot of protections and but protections for the purpose of including them in society. Eventually you can't be a transgender your entire life. You're going to have to blend in with either or, male or female. So people like myself who are women are trying to conform to the binary. We're not trying to shake up the entire site. We want awareness that to get to from point A to point B, you have to transition. And sometimes people lose that. It's like they judge you because they think that they assume what you have between your legs is your death sentence, and it should not be that way. Your sexual organs do not have to be a death sentence to anyone, man or woman. Gender goes beyond reproductive organs. We get judged on the meat market basically because of our ability to procreate, and that's not the way it should be. Don't tell me that's bullshit. That's reality. We come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. We're a spectrum, even when it comes to sexuality. And gender is not an exception. Gender is part of that spectrum. So, JessLove75, aka Superwoman, is here to promote that. On top of my mission to promote the 70s and to bring awareness, cultural awareness, that nothing has changed in 49 years, almost 50. I can't believe it's going to be 50 years since 1970. God, it doesn't even feel it. Yeah, JessLove75, Superwoman is rambling about things, but rather than make this a long spiel, I'm going to cut this short. I just wanted to say hi and come back and just let you guys know that I'm here, that I'm alive, and this woman is gonna rock the fucking boat this year in 2019. Adios, and I'll see you next time. I promise. Okay, so how do you turn this off? Oh, this is one of those live gaps that are gonna start coming up. Oh yeah, X.